Hello, John Hancock here, and today I'd like to show a holiday buying guide for this year, 2017. I've been collecting and gaming a long time, and hopefully these helpful hints can help family members or even yourself when you're shopping for others. So here we go. I think the first thing that you need to know, or if you're shopping for someone, you need to know about them, what they really like. And an easy way is to have them circle ads and give you some options of what they want, you know. And it's really hard sometimes, especially if you don't know someone well, what to get. Ask for a list. You know, sometimes people are like, oh, that kind of takes the creativity out of it. No, it doesn't. There's nothing worse than a gamer who wants a specific item not to get that item. And so, you know, I'm grateful for anything, but, you know, it's really nice if you want someone to consider getting a specific gift for you, give them a list. Or ask for a list if you don't know what to get. It's very important. You know, so many times I've heard of these stories of where people were there, you know, they're PlayStation folks, and they got the Xbox game because, you know, the person shopping didn't know the difference. It's really important, you know, pictures do matter. So many times these days, games are made for multiple consoles, and so if you ask for something, be specific. The newer models this holiday are not going to be discounted. So Xbox One X, the Nintendo Switch, super hot. They're selling great. They're not going to really be discounted. So, you know, you can shop around and there might be a deal here and there, but for this year, that's a downside. You know, it's brand new hot items, not going to be discounted. However, the best deals this year are the consoles that have been around quite a bit. A good example is the Xbox One. The Xbox One has Xbox One S, and that is a great deal this year. I got a great deal through the Microsoft Store. I finally got one. I got like a gray Xbox One S with Battlefield 1 and an extra game, and it's pretty sweet. Anyways, you know, PlayStation 4, the Slim model, it's also heavily discounted. And there's thrown in some deals if you shop around. Those are really some of the best deals that I'm seeing this year. Again, you know, there's great consoles and games out there for whatever you pick, but those two seem to be the ones that are really throwing out the deals. Definitely have to do a shout out for those. All right, one thing important to know is don't forget about tablets. You know, game consoles and buying guides. You know, the truth of the matter is more people play on their phone and tablets than anything else. And while, you know, it's a specific type of game you're going to be playing on your tablet or your phone, the truth is there's a lot of game options. There was a new Animal Crossing just released, and so my son plays on his tablet more than anything else. And so I think it's important to know that a tablet is a gaming device. And it makes a great gift. You can get tablets, you know, sub $100 that are excellent for kids. You know, last year I got both my kids an inexpensive tablet, and they used it all year round. It's the gift that kept on giving. All right, it does not have to be new. So for a lot of items, I know some people have an issue with not giving someone a new item. I've always appreciated and have enjoyed a used item, and so it's a great way of repurposing something, maybe something out of your collection that you want to give to someone else, or even a gift exchange or something. You know, a used item, a used game item is great. You know, if you're not playing something specifically, you know, someone else might enjoy that, and so it would make a great gift. And so it's just an important something to remember, is that there's a lot of people out there who would be just grateful for something, you know, and there's a lot of people that go without, so just have that in consideration. All right, this one is really important, and it was an issue actually with my Xbox One S. I wanted to play it. I wanted to hook it up, you know, and the Battlefield 1 download took a long time. And so I'm thinking about the holidays coming up, whether it's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and, you know, people want to play. And this is in particular for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And so these games look gorgeous. You know, they have awesome graphics. They take an incredibly long time to download, especially if it's a digital code. So I know it's great for kids to open up things. There's nothing wrong with opening up a console early, setting it up, setting up the account, getting everything ready, and then you can even repackage it, and then they can open up something underneath the tree. It's just that the bottom line is kids want to play games, or people want to play games. Heck, even adults just want to play games. Nobody likes to wait on Christmas Day for a load time that takes 4, 5, 6 hours. Seriously, the Battlefield 1 download was like 60 gigabytes, and with my cable's just okay, my internet provider's and it just took forever. So just something to consider. You have to download some of these games, especially not on disc. So that's the other advantage of buying a physical media, is that you're saving a very large download. But even with getting physical media, there's sometimes patches that take quite a long time. So having that stuff pre-installed and ready to go on the holidays is super important. Alright, another thing that people don't really think about asking for a gift, and they might need it. So this is a 500 gigabyte, this Xbox One S. Most consoles, you know, even a terabyte, it fills up fast these days, especially, you know, with these large downloads. Portable hard drive. And sometimes I think Seagate makes one that's specific for game consoles. There's a lot of other companies that make these for consoles. It's a super awesome gift because, you know, you can store all your games on this and don't have to worry about the hard drive size. And so, you know, for me specifically, I still need a couple of these. You know, in my collection, I have, you know, 2 Xbox Ones. I even need one for my computer now for my YouTube videos. So these are a really nice gift, and you can get them fairly inexpensive, specifically for some of the smaller ones. But again, something to consider, because these games take up space, especially the digital downloads. Alright, how many people are going to be playing the games or the game consoles that you're purchasing? These are really important. And so getting an extra controller. Now, we just had Black Friday. These were on sale. I picked up a Xbox One S controller for 40 bucks. Normally they're 60, 65 bucks, depending on what you get, just for the standard edition controller. And it's a great gift. You know, for me, I never liked spending money, especially with these newer controllers that are expensive, on a controller. So having that as a gift is awesome. You know, it's great to have an extra controller around in case you have a friend over or something and you get to play. You have the controller ready to go. It's awesome. A lot of these video game consoles these days, unless it's like a retro product, such as like a Super NES Mini, or, you know, like an At Games Flashback or a Sega Genesis Flashback, a lot of these game consoles only come with one controller. That's the kind of cool thing about the Nintendo Switch, is that it technically comes with 2 very small controllers. I definitely do recommend getting an extra controller for that, the Controller Pro. And it's this guy. It's really expensive though. Great to ask for a gift if someone's willing to purchase it for you. So, alright. Let's talk about the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch is kind of the hot new console out, other than the Xbox One X, which I hear is selling well. One thing really important, especially for your tablets, for any portable devices, especially the Nintendo Switch, get a screen protector. If you're on a tight budget and you want to give someone a gift, get a tempered glass screen protector for your Nintendo Switch. I got one for my own console, and I love it. And it's great because essentially more than half of that console is a screen, and you're going to want to protect it. And especially if kids are playing it, this is an expensive item, and so it's going to take some damage. It's portable, so get that covered. Especially if you got a tablet or something, that's the #1 thing you want to get: screen cover. So it's the accessory that sometimes people forget about, or they'll get an item, they'll say, okay, oh, now I got to get a screen protector. No, get it before they play it, open it, touch it. Like, have that thing protected. Even better yet, if you're giving it as a gift, it's good to install that screen protector before they even play with it. That way it's semi-protected. So just something to think about. Typically what I do in my own household Last year, again, I got my kids tablets. I had their favorite games pre-installed, and I put screen protectors on the tablet day one. And the great thing is that it survived. You know, the tablet survived a pretty intense year of them playing it quite a bit. So, just something to think about. All right. Last and definitely not least, if you may have no idea what to buy, you may not have a list, you may not have anything to go at. And so the important thing is that you can always get a gift certificate, a gift card. You can shop local. Most local stores will give a form of gift certificate, and most gamers are going to absolutely love that. You know, gift card to eBay, Amazon, GameStop, a local store. That goes a long way, especially for someone such as myself, has a pretty large collection, kind of hard to shop for sometimes. I love getting stuff like that because then I can pick and choose kind of what I'm pursuing, and that changes along as time goes on. So, anyways, I hope these game tips are helpful. Oh, one last thing. It's important to know that a gamer, while there's a lot of new products out, may like something retro or old. So a gamer out there may like an old Sega Genesis console. And you know, there's a lot of retro products that are kind of cashing in on that right now. This Super NES Classic. And again, that's a very hot item right now. Don't wait around on something like this. It's going to be hard to find. So if you see it, grab it. At Games is coming out with some retro products this year. I've talked about some other classic consoles that are able to play the old games. And, you know, if anything, there might be something even just vintage where they want something. eBay's your probably best bet if you don't have a local game shop around. We're lucky around here. We have a couple great stores where classics can be purchased. So, hope that helps. And so this is just a general buying guide. Do you have any helpful hints that I didn't cover? I'd love to hear. Comment below. I appreciate all the support. I'm so glad I have my game room done. I've been playing it constantly since I finished it. I've been playing a lot of Pickaxe Pete, and something I'd like to talk about in a future video. Thank you so much for the comments, likes, and subscriptions around the world. My hat's off to my wonderful fans and viewers. You folks are wonderful. I'm blown away by the positivity that people keep commenting on, and it just means the world to me. This is the Immortal John Hancock. Thank you so much. Take care.